Enter Founding Neverland. Hello, Susanne. Thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
For those who don't know you, would you please introduce yourself briefly?
My name is Susanne Hartinger. I'm representing the agency Hartinger Consulting, located in the south of Austria, in Leibnitz. And I'm president of Community International, co-president of Community International together with Thomas Hans.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your agency. What is the vision behind it?
It's a good question because our agency has a long history. We have celebrated our 40th anniversary last year. So we are in our 41st year. And it was built by my dad. Mm-hmm. So he founded it and he came up with it in 1983. I have been part of the agency for more than 25 years now. And I took over last year. So the vision that he started from, or the vision that he had in the beginning was to build up something on his own and working with, doing things that he really likes to do. So that was the first thing. Now, the vision evolved over the years. And I think at the moment it's the most, or the thing that I can relate to most is do effective communication for our clients.
Mm-hmm. So. Now, it's always said that the first year of a business is the most telling one, the most important one that shapes the whole myth, the narrative of a company. What has your dad told you about the first year of the business, and maybe what was your first year in the business like?
Yeah, the first year of his business was like, he said it was like he could evolve himself for the first, or develop himself for the first time. So he always worked in marketing and communication, but there was a point when he could start to like spread creativity and like really work and bring in all his passion. And he was in his first year, he was super successful. So it was really going smoothly and he grew very fast. So in his first year, it was like very successful start. And if you are talking to him, when you're talking to him, it always sounds very easy going start. And on the other side, my first year, I have 2 first years, if you want to say so. First year was when I took over the CEO, the management of the company. It was like 12 years ago. Was a super tough year. Because we had to communicated that my dad is going out of the company, that he's like leaving the operative management, and I took over. And it was at the same time when the economy was low. So there's 2 factors coming together, and all our clients got reluctant. So they were like, let's see what's happening, let's see what she's doing, where this is going. And I really had to fight for business, and I really learned in the beginning what it means to like look out at the account every month if you can pay the salaries or not. Mm-hmm. So it was, for me, it was a very tough year, which I think gave me strength for all what come after. So it also proved that I can make it, or we can make it together. And then this year is now again a first year. Like the first year that it's really my company. Yeah. And it's now I have the same feeling that my dad has in the beginning. It feels like, oh, now I'm able to create and I'm able to do the things that I really want to do and just live my passion.
Mm-hmm. So I guess a family business means more pressure because of the legacy and also more passion because of the legacy.
Yeah, and I think mostly it's emotions. So there's passion is something that I really fought with in the history of the company, because my dad started the company out of his passion for creativity, for advertising, for all this marketing business. And when I started into the business, it was more like, I think I can do that. Mm-hmm. I can be of help, like, where should I go? Yeah, let me do that. I'm a really good project manager. I'm good in organizing. I'm communicative. I'm full of empathy, so it's easy. but advertising was not my passion. So this passion-driven thing was hard for me in the beginning. Like, is it really my business? Is it something that I really want to do? But it's about emotions. It's the legacy thing that you mentioned is really something that's worth it to pay for. There's something that has been created out of passion, and it's worth like leading it into the future.
Mm-hmm. And how has the agency model evolved over time?
I mean, he started alone. Like most of the creative agencies that started in the 80s, he had his office in our home, so next door to our bedroom. And then it evolved into a business of 15 people quite fast. And it has been a full-service agency in the beginning. So typically, like, we're offering everything. And I think when I started to, like, work in the management of the company, we started to discuss that full service is no longer something that you can promise to your clients in this evolving space. So that's where we started to get more into networks, build up networks with other companies, like of different disciplines and skills. So we have partners for web design, for text, for photography, for videography, and all this kind of stuff. And that's how the company culture also changed, because now you need to like be better in project management and like connect with others and work together.
And looking back, is there a project or decision you would approach differently today?
I mean, I should have started to discuss the ownership of the agency earlier. Because it feels really enabling at the moment, and really like something new is going to start. And I think this could have been done already 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And could you define a certain breakthrough moment since your time in the agency? Or maybe for the agency in general?
I mean, my breakthrough moment in the agency was my start into the agency, and it was also a breakthrough moment for the agency. I think we won a big business in promotion work for Jägermeister, which was our biggest client at that time, and we could evolve the revenue for the company immensely over the time that we worked through, and this gave us a big name in the country also. So this made us famous. At least in Styria.
World famous in Styria.
Well famous in Styria. Yeah. Not all over the world, but at least in our small world.
And what would you say makes your agency unique? You mentioned the emotions.
Yeah.
What else?
I think the emotions, empathy, that is something that differentiates us from the rest. We are always working on partnership base with our clients. So we are not a supplier. We need to work as partners. So for example, if we are working on a brand, a new brand, we need the expertise of the company also. It's not only like we are the expert and we design this brand for you and we put it on you, like over you, like a cover. But we need the expertise and the knowledge of the company about their company things. Yeah. So we always work together as partners, and we need them to put them on the boat. Also, and it makes it sometimes more, I think, harder for companies to work with us. So we are harder as a agency to work with, but it's a more long-lasting, more sustainable work that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. And the best projects are the ones that where you can have fun, but they also make money. But that's not always the case. So how do you make those projects work that are just fun or just money, not both?
I mean, the just fun projects are no problem at all.
Just fun, no money.
Just fun, no money. I think it's about the good mixture. So it's not every project has to be fun and profit. But if you have the mixture of projects that are give fun, of ones that give profit, then you can like handle it well.
Mm-hmm. And how would you measure the success of your projects and your agency as a whole?
We started to think about that very early. I always in every project as little as it may be, we ask our clients first, what is the result that you expect? And it could be numbers, or it could be like, what should be different after the project? So we put it down at the start of the project, and then in the end we check it with the client. So it's always about the satisfaction and the efficiency for the client. And if the client is happy, then it's successful for us.
Mm-hmm. What would you say are the biggest drivers to keep your team motivated and creative and happy?
And happy. This is really something that has changed in the 40 years, because the culture of the company has changed totally. My dad was typical entrepreneur of the 80s, so he knew everything, he could do everything, and he had people on the team who were like working as a long arm, doing the things that he invented and created. They were just doing them.
Yeah.
And we could really change the culture to like giving more responsibility to people. They're self-organized. They need to like find their own projects, find their own work, find collaboration partners within the teams, and they have a lot of responsibility, but also a lot of room for creation. So they can live their passions better, and I think that makes them motivated and keeps them happy.
Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to someone who's looking into starting an agency today?
Be passionate and try to have fun. And above that, I also think it's important to have a specialization. Like find some niche. Could be on skills, could be on the offer that you have, or like the sector that you want to work in. But find a niche that you can serve best and be the expert in this niche.
Mm-hmm. Finally, looking into the future, what dreams and goals would you like to accomplish next?
Personally or with the agency?
Both, if you like.
Personally, really, my dream is to go even more into consulting. I work as a business coach beside the agency business, or within the agency business, we have to say. And I work with family businesses, and especially with women out of family businesses. So I would love to have the agency also work on this kind of businesses and be more involved in like leading family businesses into the new world. That's my vision.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enter Founding Neverland.